Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Insurance Questions Podcast. It is Wednesday, February 18th, 2026. And there's my buddy Donnie Lowe. It seems like I haven't seen you in a bit, buddy. Right? How you been?
I know. You missed me. Just 24 hours. You missed me.
Well,
Good morning.
I tried to get a lot of shows out of the way so it'll free us up to do our insurance business. And I get a text from Don. Are you trying to replace me with Dr. Andy? Yes, I am. 100%. And
I
all the
know.
comments and statements by Eddie Buffalo and Donnie Lowe are purely for entertainment purposes. Donnie, it's one of our favorite sponsors again, Pins and Aces. They have
Yeah.
some really cool new stuff, dude. I was looking over the weekend. I mean, we always talk about the liquor stick, but look at the new stuff. Just in hoodies, liquor stick, you name it, they got it. So
Club head covers.
honest to God, the first time I saw the head covers of like Trump, I thought it was like a pillow, you know? So for all you Trumpers out there, knock yourself out, buy that stuff. Like, hey Goose, are you Goose or am I Maverick or vice versa? Which one is it, Donnie?
I got your back, so.
I know, right? Look at the putter color. The only one that I didn't really care for is the vintage fleece on the net, the Night Hornet. I thought there was really funky colors. Kind of like you spilled mustard and ketchup on yourself.
Oh, yeah.
The bags are
Me
beautiful
too.
though. And, they got really good. Look at if you don't like. I mean, they got big sponsors themselves. Too. Look at they got Coca-Cola now. You know.
I know. Yeah.
Got really.
That's pretty
and
cool.
I love that it's the Santa Claus. Yeah. And this is what I would like to try out, Don, the mystery box. To see what the hell is in there. Mystery box. So they fill a backpack with stuff. I'm guessing. Let's click on it.
I don't know. It's pretty pricey at $150. Then you don't know what you're gonna get.
Did you see it was originally priced at $290? But remember, all the wonderful listeners of Insurance Questions Podcast and all our EBI media shows, if they go to check out and use the promo code Buffalo, they're going to get an additional 21% off. Look at that. You can even do it. Installment plan, Don. Look at all they got left is small. They are sold out, Don. Except for small. That's amazing.
So there must be like just clothing.
Must have a lot of cool stuff in it. People are buying it, don't you think?
I know.
I really like that their stuff is really cool, very vibrant. As featured in the Golf Channel, My Golf Spy, Sports Illustrated, Forbes, USA Today. I mean, they're all over the place. I don't like the melting baseball marker. No, he looks so sad. I mean, the fella's from the 70s. Leave him be. So
I know.
You will find a lot of really cool stuff at our friends, Pins and Aces. They're definitely one of our favorite sponsors, and because of the response that you folks have given us, they are definitely one of your favorite sponsors too. So check them out, and when you check out, like I said, go to your buggy, go to your cart, whatever y'all want to call it, and put in Buffalo as your promo code, and you'll get an additional 21% off. So how are you, Donnie boy?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Now, are those new glasses, or did you have those before?
These are my old glasses. If people have been watching the show, and actually I'm going to talk about it on one of Dr. Andy's show coming up, is that when I went to my new doctor, he said that my B12 level was low. And so not only did I start oral B12, taking the ones that melt on your tongue every morning, but he also ordered me a B12 shot once a month. Within 2 days, Don, I felt better. Meaning, you ever feel like that cloudy feeling in your head? You know, everything is crystal clear. Everything, thought-wise. I didn't realize B12 had so much to do with your brain function.
Oh, yeah.
And as an added benefit, I think people have heard me in the past bitch about how I don't like night driving because my night vision is just garbage. Well, that's gone too. And one day I was getting headaches. And I'm like, things don't look right. My eyesight's getting better. So my old glasses work better than my new glasses.
That's wild.
And I guess it's different for everybody, but talk about the added benefit and things like
Wow.
that.
That's
And
pretty cool.
and another thing that I'm going to talk about is I hate physical therapy. I always thought it was, excuse my language, bullshizzy. I'm like, I go to the gym all the time. What are they going to show me? So last Thursday, I've been having trouble with my hip, and I figured knees are sore, my hips sore. Shit, I gotta go. I'm back in New York. You had to jump through all these hoops before you had surgery. I'm like, well, I might as well get started with this, Don. So I went to this. I'm not gonna say his name because I hate his guts. My physical therapist. I went in there in pain and left pain free.
That's
What
I
it
know
was.
you told me that. It was incredible in one session.
It wasn't a ligament. It was a muscle. And with my no acetol, it's a muscle that it is tied deeply into your gluteus maximus. And he gave me all these exercises to do. I do the exercise at the gym every day. I hate them. I mean, it takes a lot to get me sweating at the gym, but these things, I'm like, I'm so tired. I'm just hot. I got to take my glasses off because they're steaming up. I get so hot doing them.
Mhm.
And I sparred with one of my friends this weekend, and they're like, "Are you getting faster?" I go, "No, I'm not in pain." So of course, in the back of my mind, what did I think, Don? Well, maybe I should go compete again. Well, I'm not. That lasted for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, and your buddy in Buffalo says no.
I know.
No.
So one thing I got to say that happened to me this morning at the gym. I've only had one gentleman ever call me. Oh, I'm moving around too much, Don. He's saying, "Okay, sorry, I won't do that no more."
That's better.
I noticed that I did that like on my late night show. I'm not going to do that again. So thank you for reminding me of that. But I've only had one person in the 4 years that I've lived in Texas call me a Yankee, and that's Sad Cowboy Jerry. That we've done songs about him, we've done parodies of him, and yeah, he just has no words for me anymore. So this morning I was talking to a guy. I go, "Oh, did you have off today?" He go, "No, we don't have off for that." And I'm like, "Why?" He goes, "We ain't carpetbaggers like you fellas from up north." I'm like, "Carpetbagger? When's the last time you heard that term, for Christ's sakes?
I
Maybe
know.
grammar school?" So yes, buddy Eddie Buffalo was called a carpetbagger.
Oh my gosh. Well, the last time I heard carpetbagger was, well, that I can recall, was when the Clintons moved to New York, and then she wanted to run for the Senate. So, because she's not from New York, right? And the time before that, I think they used to call Bobby Kennedy Jr. a carpetbagger because he moved to New York from Massachusetts to be a state senator.
Not his relative. It looks like beef jerky. It's hanging out with Trump now.
Beef
He looks
jerky.
rough. He does. He looks like he's been in the tanning bed one too many times. Let me tell you.
Yeah, he's had a quite eventful life, a tough life at times.
Yeah,
Very
I
tough.
mean, last year when I was tanning, I was a color I was never before, and that'll never happen again. Okay, I thought it looked ridiculous. So listen, Don, I'm gonna let you say your normal stuff, but all the comments and statements by Eddie Buffalo and Donnie Lowe are purely for entertainment purposes. Take it away, Donnie Lowe.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Welcome, everybody. It's great to have you join us. We appreciate you. The best way to experience the podcast is if you go to our YouTube channel, EBI Media Insurance Questions Podcast, EBI Media Insurance Questions Podcast. And there you can like, subscribe, and share if you so desire. You don't have to, though. But we've got, it's amazing, over 4,000 videos and episodes and shorts and everything combined. So it's amazing how fast that came, it seems like. If you prefer to listen, basically wherever you listen, we're there. We're on 53 different podcast depositories. So like, share, and subscribe there as well. You can hit the fan mail button and you can send us questions. You can send us ideas for topics for future episodes if you so desire, or you can just say, "Hey, how you doing?" So just always know that we do appreciate you taking time out of your day to spend it with us and share it with us. We're very grateful for you. All right, Eddie, are you ready?
No, keep
Oh,
talking.
because you're a carpetbag.
I am a Catholic. Yeah,
That, that is not a word that you hear very often. I
heck
must
no.
admit.
Like I said, I was shocked when I heard those words come out of his mouth. I'm like, what? So
That's
it's just
funny.
funny.
That's funny.
And talk about like fish out of water. You know what I mean? That's what it feels like all the time when I hear something like
Yeah,
this to me. It's like, what?
I
Why would he
know.
even say that? Just the funniest thing is to call me a Yankee. That just cracks me up. No way. Because
I
like
know.
I said, I've talked about this before. My new home in Texas, to me, it is the new American melting pot because there are people from flipping everywhere. And I got to be honest with you. Yes, there are a lot of people from New York, but there are probably more people from California. And
Yeah.
besides New York, I think there's more people from Minnesota. Minnesota. Minnesota, eh?
Minnesota. No, it's Minnesota.
Minnesota. So, hey, I got to ask you a crazy thing, Don. And I know you've been enjoying the songs. Well, you say you do. You probably buy it.
No, I do.
You know, because then that's another reason I'm replacing you with Dr.
I
Just because
know. I know.
you got a bad attitude.
One
So,
day I'm gonna try to. Ed, the link's not working. Well, it
oh,
should
it's
be.
working
Well,
for
it's not working.
everybody.
Well, that's
Working for
because you're no
everybody
longer a
but
part of
you, buddy.
it.
So I got to ask you a crazy question, and this is a crazy question, and I've heard of this before, and I never thought of it. Do you ever wake up at the same time in the middle of the night every night for a couple
Yeah.
days or so? And what
Yeah.
time is that? And we didn't talk about this beforehand. What
No,
time is
we
that
didn't.
usually?
It's usually around 3 o'clock, like 10 to 3 or 10 after 3, somewhere around 3 o'clock. It doesn't
Well,
matter what time I go to bed.
yes.
It's, or fall asleep.
So for me, it's usually right around 3:33.
Ah.
And I I woke up in a panic when I did wake up at that time this morning because I must have fell asleep with my glasses on. And so the first thing I grabbed for is my sorry, siren's going on. Coming to get me, Don, they're coming to get me. And so I found them, and what time was it, Don? 3:33.
Wow, it's
I'm like,
better than
well,
666, if there is such a
depends.
time.
It depends, Don, because some people think that 3:33 is a sign of the Trinity, Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Right, right.
Others think it signifies the witching hour, where you're
Ooh.
subconscious and you're floating around on your astral plane. I don't know if I believe any of this crap, but it's interesting. There's a lot online that you can find out about this. And then I finally fell back asleep, and I get up at 6 to go to the gym. I had the craziest dreams, dude. It was just stuff that
Yeah.
I would never want to talk about. It was horrifying. You
Oh
know
my
what I mean?
gosh.
Yeah. So,
That's
but
crazy. That is crazy.
there's got to be something that, and like I said, we didn't set this up. I didn't tell Donnie that's what I was going to talk about. So
No, I know.
I was just as surprised when he said 3 o'clock.
Yeah, I actually it was 2:50. I woke up. I checked. What the heck? I'm exhausted here.
It's just bizarre. So Donnie, you picked up this topic today. Talk a little bit about it and talk to me why you wanted to talk about this.
Yes. So the topic is rollovers in you, but it's basically, let's say you have a 401k in a company and you end up switching companies. So, a lot of people say, well, what should I do with that 401k? Because you do have options. You can leave it with your now former company and let their company manage it. You can roll it into a new IRA, or excuse me, a new 401k with your new company that you're with, or you can roll it over into an IRA that you can have more control of. You can, have more investment options and, safe, lower risk, high risk, whatever you want to do. But one of the other options that you have is that you can take some of those funds and roll it into an annuity. And the reason why you might want to do that is that you might want to have guaranteed income for life after you retire. Or you can set any date that you want. But with those funds, it would be after age 59 and a half. Now, the thing would be, depending on how you roll it over, you can either pay some taxes on that now, or you can roll it over without having any immediate income tax ramifications until you start to withdraw the funds. Once the annuity, you designate it to withdraw funds. But again, you still cannot touch that money without penalty until after age 59 and a half. So it's a very low risk, very high secure place to put some of your funds. So if you like, I want to, kind of gamble in the stock market here, but you want to take some of your, don't do it with all your money because you can lose it real quick. So if you want some guaranteed income for life, that's probably the best option that you can do, is roll it into an annuity.
Yeah, I'm gonna play.
That's why I want to talk about that.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate right here, Don. Okay. Yeah, I wish I was 30 years old. I'm a 30-year-old man. I've been working at a company for 11 years, and luckily, it's a company that they match my 401k with. Many companies do not do that anymore.
Right.
So if I move all that money, that ends for me. Why would I want to do that? That's stupid. I'm not going to do that, Don.
So what you cannot roll that money if you're still working for that company from a 401k. You have to leave it in the 401k. But if they're at 30 years old and now you join a different company and they've got a 401k program, you don't have to roll it into their company's program, the new company. That's how you can do it separately. Secondly, the second part of that question is you have a company match. So we always talk with people, if your company's matching 3%, 4%, 5%, whatever it is, contribute that amount at the least so that you're getting basically free money put into your 401k that the company is matching. On top of that, you can set up a separate IRA if you so desire.
Don, absolutely not. I'm a peaceful man. I am not joining the Irish Republican Army.
Is that still a thing?
I have some Irish friends that I know when they were younger, they still sent money home to the IRA. That was a whole different kind of fun, though, Don.
Yeah, I'm sure. But so there are options, and obviously, we're just talking very high level. We're not giving any specific advice here, and so if you have those questions, but very specific questions, we would love to just sit down with you, and if we can assist you, we will give you a couple alternatives to people to talk with, and they can certainly advise you. So
I'm the 30-year-old guy again, Don. 401k, screw it. I don't give a shit about my 401k. I'm going to buy that Bitcoin stuff. I heard it's pretty good. Penalty schmenalty. I don't give a shit about a penalty. What's the penalties on these, Don?
So the penalty on any what's referred to as qualified funds, meaning they go into an account before taxes are taken out of your paycheck. Penalty is 10% before the age of 59 and a half. Now, there are some exceptions where you don't get penalized. And
that's exactly where I was going to go with that.
Yeah. So there are some exceptions, very few. And sometimes, people say, I really need the money. I got a big bill. I want to do something to my house.
I know people that have done this,
Yeah.
I've thought about doing it when we were having trouble. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
it goes against everything I was taught.
No, exactly. But what you can do if you're in an active 401k and you're having contributions, deposited every paycheck, is you can take a loan out against your 401k. And there's no penalty for that. You do pay interest, but it's almost like you're paying yourself back. So that's one way to get access to those funds is via a loan. However, should you have an outstanding loan balance on your 401k and you decide to switch companies or retire, you're going to get penalized on the balance and also taxed, income tax wise.
Okay, so what happens now, Don, is that I'm still at that same company. I didn't move. I've been there for 21 years. They've been matching my 401k contributions, and I had a horrible accident. I died. What happens to my money?
If you have a spouse, the money would go to your spouse.
I don't.
Do you have a will set up?
Nah, I don't believe in that stuff. I'm never gonna die.
Okay.
This is a conversation we have a lot.
We do, unfortunately.
It sounds ridiculous. Like the guy in South Buffalo, I don't need it if I die. I'm like, if you die, if you don't die, call me because I'd like to know the secret too.
Exactly.
And that goes against public opinion about Eddie Buffalo, I'm sure.
Well, if you no will, no beneficiaries,
does it go to the Donnie Low Fund?
Oh, don't we wish? Don't we wish? No, it goes to depending on the state, it goes to the state typically. So,
well, yeah. With you, New York needs that money, Don. So you should instead of leaving it to your wife and kids, you should leave it to New York State because they're wonderful.
Yeah, they spend the money wisely in New York State.
Oh yeah, super. Hey, them damn carpetbaggers. So I want to dig into a little bit more. I know that if you have like something going on medically with either yourself or your kids or your spouse, that's an exception that you can take some of that money out. Are you still taxed on that? Or
you are
okay, that's
no,
you're taxed on the whole principal, or am I taxed on just the money that I made on that money?
It's based on whatever you withdraw from that account.
And that's very important to know. And I know one of the other exceptions is, and they really look into this, so it better be right, or you're wasting your time. If you're a first-time home buyer, you can do that.
Correct.
Which a lot of people do, which I get. I mean, because there's a lot of people that are getting older that are getting into reverse mortgages and things like that. And I never understood a reverse mortgage until I talked to someone that did that for a living. And it really opened up my eyes. I think I'd like to have him on the show and talk about it a little bit because I don't know enough about it to give people the right information and the right answers. And like we always say, I don't have to be the smartest guy in the room. I have to have access to the smartest guy in the room.
That's true. That's true. And I don't know enough about reverse mortgages either. No. So that would be a great guest to have. Great topic.
I think so too. But talk to me a little bit about IRAs. I mean, a lot of people, oh yeah, I got a 401k, IRA, MOUSE. I got one of them things. I don't know which one it is. What is the big difference between an IRA and a 401k?
So 401k is a retirement plan where you that goes through your employer. So they withhold the funds from your paycheck, deposit it into an account that's managed by a different company, an investment company of some sort. And again, it's pre-tax dollars that go into that plan. You can also have an IRA.
Stop. I know what it means. You know what it means. Tell the people what you just said. What is pre-tax dollars?
So pre-tax dollars is when you get your paycheck and you look and see all the deductions that they take out of it. When they take the deduction for your 401k, they take it off the top. So it's before income tax is taken out of your paycheck. So
you're talking about the dirty F word, FICA.
FICA, federal tax, state tax if you're in a state with state tax. So let's keep this very
Not
simple.
in Texas, Donnie Low, and
I
you were
know, no state
in
income
Florida
tax.
too, and you
Florida,
decided to come back.
Tennessee.
Decided to come back to New York State. Because you know
Yeah.
why? Once a carpetbagger, always a carpetbagger.
Not carpetbagger, carpetbagger.
Carpetbagger.
Um,
You don't know my accent. So wait a second, Don. I don't believe in any of this crap. So I shouldn't just go to like a Texas company. I think that the real reputable one here to put your money into is Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe.
oh yeah, yeah. They're in Texas as well.
Oh, they're all over the place. Yeah, yeah. It's like a franchise. You know.
Yeah.
So, I mean, be very careful when you are working with advisors. If you like the guy, that's great. If you've been with the guy for a long time, it might be a good idea to get a second opinion.
Very true.
Get that second opinion, and the guy's like, yeah, everything's cool. Don't change anything. Fantastic. But if you find out that this person, guy or gal, has not been doing a good job for you, run to somebody that will, you know.
Yeah.
And I always say, I have a lot of people that come up to me at the gym and Eddie, you know, blah, 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 this and that. You know, I'll look over their stuff. And if everything looks cool, I'm not going to tell them to do anything. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, we're in this business for a whole different reason. We want to help as many people as we can, you know, because you worked hard for your money. I want to treat your money like it's my money because I don't want you to lose a dime.
Right.
You know,
right.
Because I'm not here to sell something and then run away. You know, I'm going to be here for the long haul, which we have been already. You know, so that's just a little food for thought.
No, that's true. And on that point, I would say ironically, and you like when I use that word, isn't it ironic?
But, don't you think? It's like rain on your wedding day. Poor Alanis Morissette. Worst concert ever. But I
never saw her. But I'm actually meeting with
She didn't see anybody either that night. She was so stoned.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So
moving on.
In any event.
Anywho,
I'm meeting with a potential client that had that situation where she just doesn't trust the advisor that she's been working with. They've made they've misguided her and her husband.
It happened.
They just didn't do things properly. So myself and one of my investment associates are going to meet with her and kind of set them on the right path. And, you know, so hopefully they'll feel secure with us and trust us, and because we have their best interests in hand, not ours. And that's the way it is with you.
And I hate hearing stories like this.
I know.
But God, she had, you know, the strength of knowledge to seek out, you know, more information instead of just sticking her head in the sand like an ostrich. You know, because so many people, they don't want to be bothered with changing anything. Oh, it's fine. Whatever. I'm sure he's doing a good job. Well, that ain't the case all the time, guys.
No, it isn't.
You know, and it's not going to do anything for you to find that out except meeting with somebody. I mean, even if it's a family member or a friend, you know, that doesn't mean that they're the best in their business. You know, there's always going to be somebody smarter than me and Donnie. You know, well, maybe not Donnie, but me, definitely. You know, but the old saying says you can't shit a shitter. If I'm looking at somebody's paperwork and what they have set up for themselves, and I'm looking, oh my God, this is horrible, I'm going to tell you that. And once it looks like everything's fine, I'm going to say, don't change a damn thing.
Exactly. And that's the way we operate. So
Don, believe it or not, we're at the end of another show.
I know. I wanted to just say something real quick, because I know it was a great show that Dr. Andy and you did about Buffalo fights and Sonny Liston, and then I sent you that information. So, you know, 1964 is when the Beatles came to America in February. So they did 3 Ed Sullivan shows in a row. The first one was in New York. Second one was in Miami. So Ed Sullivan went down to Miami. And ironically, there's that word again. It was February 16th of 1964. The Beatles performed like 5 different songs. And who's in the audience but Sonny Liston and Joe Louis?
That's cool.
And Ed Sullivan called them out, saying, "Hey, to one of the Beatles songs, to
See,
Sonny Liston."
I know you're such a huge Beatles fan, and I don't know if you've come across this or not. If you have, if you haven't, look for it, Don. Look for interviews with Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr separately
Mm-hmm.
on the David Letterman show. Why? Because David Letterman show was shot in the Ed Sullivan Theater.
That's right. Yeah.
And they reminisced. And I think Ringo did a lot of drugs because his story was totally different than Paul's. And Paul even said that. He goes, "Yeah, Ringo said this." And I'm like, it's not true, but, So,
but he said it.
the one thing that really cracked me up, I don't know if you had a chance to watch Spinal Tap 2 yet, Don.
No, I have not seen that.
It's one of those movies where the first time I watched it, I was like, meh. But the second time I watched it, I found a lot of little gems and a lot of different lines and everything. And at the end of the movie, they do, the cutouts and everything while the credits are running. And they got Rob Reiner. He's up there in heaven now, talking to Paul McCartney. He goes, you guys are the same age as the guys in Spinal Tap. What keeps you going? What keeps you want to keep on running? He goes, well, it's just that. It's the rock and roll. Oh, and the drugs.
McCartney said that.
Yeah, he said that. So I thought that was pretty comical. So
we're
gonna end the show like we end every other show. Don always wants to go over. He never shuts up. He just wait. That's how them carpetbaggers are. Let me tell you. And if you like working with people that are just like you, have the same values that you do, have the same passion for life, and love your children as much as we do, we are definitely the people to work with. You can reach us at EBIagency.com. You can also reach me at eddiebuffaloinsurance@gmail.com. And all our many videos and that on EBI Media, you can reach out to us commenting, and whether you like it or not, whatever. And remember, everybody, life is definitely worth living. What do you got to do, Donnie Lowe?
You got to keep on fighting, baby.
Keep on fighting. So we'll see everybody. Tune in tomorrow for Ask a Dr. Andy. Take care.
Ciao, ciao.
Not stopping, huh? What's going on?